Hello, how are you? It's your teacher Ricardo from the Cultural Center, Las Californias. So, let's talk about today a special topic. I want you to talk about success. I want you to talk about 15 uplifting quotes for positive vibes. So, let's talk about positive. Here, for example, you have an introduction about some little sentences about positive way of thinking. So, keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. Helen Keller. So, Helen Keller, if you know this story, Helen Keller was a lady without vision. Also, she cannot hear, and also she cannot speak. So she was very limited with their sensorial sensitive. So she write this phrase of keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. So if you can, for example, why they say about the shadows from something bad, it's because I think that the shadow is always represented as something bad. But if you think about how do you can see or recognize the sun, the light, without the shadow, without know your shadow. So I think my idea is not to be in the shadow, but recognize that the light have to be with the shadow. If you don't know the shadow, you cannot recognize a light. So this is a good phrase, good sentences. Continue with that. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive, once you will start having positive results. Do you have experimented or feel that when you are, for example, in a negative way, in a negative situation, in a toxic wave, everything goes bad? Like you are having all the time negative things on your daily life, on your routine, or thinking about negative wave of watching the live. So you have, I don't know, a negative vision of everything. If that is the point, you're going to be like always with negative results. Is obviously because you have to improve yourself to look the positive way of the things. And with that, I am not saying those persons that are really extremely positive for everything and they are like fake. No, I am talking about to watch the things with the reality in a positive way, to improve yourself, to get through, to go on, to move on. And that's the point with the positive thinking. If you're going to if you don't open your mind, it's that the situation. If you don't open your mind to the possibility that the things can change in a positive way, or if you're not opening your mind, you're not giving the possibility to the things to happen. The power of the brain is really amazing. And if you don't open it, if you don't believe, sometimes you believe that the idea of belief give you the energy to have good results. Most of the people only for believing in something, that things make them energy, positive things changing in their minds, in their brains, in their behavior, in their lives. So give your positive mind to the things and try to analyze yourself and change your behavior, change your way of thinking. That's why once you replace negative thoughts with positive, once you will start having positive results. So for having positive results, start putting apart everything negative from yourself. So, yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. I think in my mind that people that think a lot of in yesterday, it cannot be changed. Yesterday cannot be changed. So, if yesterday cannot be changed, maybe you have to start thinking in tomorrow. So if you think about in tomorrow is in your hands to change. It's close to you to change. You can change tomorrow, but you cannot change yesterday. So if you start having that in mind, you can change your life. Because also, having an excess of tomorrow is really extremely stressful. Because people that have excess of tomorrow, like my case, myself, I have a lot of things. I have a lot of tasks. I have a lot of things that I need to do, that I need to reach, that I need to get through, that I need to move on. And that's the point. Sometimes I get stressed because I wanted to have it. I wanted to complete. I wanted to do it. So sometimes having excess of tomorrow is difficult. But if you have always your mind thinking in yesterday, you cannot move on. And not keeping moving on, it's really bad because you are always thinking in the past. So if you are living in the past, it's bad. And if you have an excess of future, it's bad too. So keep in the middle and only think about what the beautiful things that you will have for tomorrow. So in order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. So everybody likes to talk about visions. I want to do that. I want to be positive. I am a good person. He's a good person. I love to do that, but I always keep it in words. Keep the things in words. Don't give you the opportunity to do the things. So, in this case, he's talking about having actions. Carrying a positive actions. If you are carrying in your backpack, when I refer to my backpack, I refer to myself. Positive actions, you will feel really happy. Because you will feel a positive person if you have made a lot of positive things in your life. But action, not words. Words can be moved by the wind. Words can be flow by the wind. So if the words can be flowed by the wind, you have to think about in positive actions and positive things. So Dalai Lama talk about that. So if you are positive, if you have a lot of positive actions, you will feel great and you will feel awesome in your lives. So keep continue with that. I always like to look on the optimistic side of life, but I am realistic enough to know that life is a complex matter. That phrase is from Walt Disney. If you analyze every movie about Walt Disney, it's like everything is perfect. Love is perfect. People is perfect. People get in love. Everything go perfect. In the moment, because they have problems because of the movie drama, but at the end everything is perfect. So I think that if Walt Disney talk about that is a complex matter and look at the optimistic side of the things, it's like you have to do it. And being realistic and look at the optimistic side of the things. Look at the positive things, but being realistic. Also, Disney is not so realistic. It makes a lot of problems in the mind of the child because love in Disney is really perfect, and in our lives is not like that. So it's not to have the the pessimist in all the situations, but being realistic with your thoughts. Positive thinking will lead you to do everything better than negative thinking will. So that's real. If you are doing the things with a negative way of thinking, you will lose, you will not reach, you will not feel good, you will not, maybe don't continue doing that because you are in a negative mood, in a negative way of doing the things. So if you change your mood is a good word because it's talking about the way of you look the life. If you change the mood of your life in a negative, in a positive way, you will see that everything goes on, move on. So try to put the negative things a part of the will. If you want to talk about will, talk in positive way because will is going to come in, and the things that are going to come into you have to be positive, not have to be negative. If you're talking about the future in negative, think about your life. You're going to be in the ring. You're going to be, I don't know, really bad. So pessimist leads to the weakness, optimist to the powers. That's real. The weakness of the people goes by the hand of pessimist, of negative things, of feeling bad or feeling weak. It's not with the power of being happy, of being optimistic, of being but always with the realistic way is going with the power. So try to not be weak and try to be stronger and try to be strong and being positive. So think about, you can't make positive choices for the rest of your life without an environment that makes those choices easy, natural, and enjoyable. Most of the time, I have talked about that with a friend, and it says, if you don't have a good environment, you can make positive choices. For example, if you end a relationship and you continue living with your ex boyfriend or girlfriend, how do you will make a good environment to have good choices or make it easy to move on? I was talking with a friend about that because it's obviously the question, so the answer. So you have to take a good environment around you without toxic people, without toxicity, and try to enjoy yourself with good choices to make it easier to move on and to take positive things and to enjoy, to have an enjoyable way of life. Enjoy is one of my favorite words because it comes from joy, and joy is the expression of happiness. The thing that lies at the foundation of positive change, the way I see it, is service to a fellow human being. Oh, that's so deep for me. Positive thinking is more than just a tangling. It changes the way we behave, and I firmly believe that when I am positive, it not only makes me better, but it also makes those around me better. That's a good quote to end the conversation. If I am positive, I makes my around better. The people around me is going to be better if I have a good behavior and a positive way of watching the life. So if you're positive, you make surround of good people. Try it and try to be always surround of good people and positive people. Thank you for coming to the class. Thank you for paying attention, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you for coming, and I have to say goodbye. Thank you.